Hey guys, Cory here from Penny's Hot Rods and Customs. I'm out of breath and out of shape. Just spent the last 2 or 3 hours shoveling and snowblowing. Had a little bit of help from her. But I think what we're going to do today is dig out that. Today or tomorrow, I'm going to finish shoveling and snowblowing around here. Decorations are going away. I cleaned up the backyard, made paths and everything, because this time of year I just like to get rid of a lot of snow because it gets mucky here in the next month or a little so when it starts melting. But yeah, I think we're going to pull out this and we'll switch the old 61 Pontiac. We'll do the old switcheroo. I ordered a wiring harness for it. It's going to be a couple more weeks before it gets here. So there's some stuff to do, but I'm sure you guys are getting bored of it. So we'll bring it back when the wiring harness gets here, and we'll do all that fun stuff and get all the lights working and all that. But I think what we're going to do, you're going to help me, Bailey? Probably not. We'll finish snow blowing or shoveling all this stuff off and we'll dig it out. Ugh. Are you gonna help? Hey. Hey. Come on, let's go. Yeah, you're sniffing. You ain't going anywhere. Alrighty, so go put the snowblower away, go put some decorations away, then we'll go back to shoveling this nonsense out. Alright, come on, Bailey, let's go. She ain't listening. Shocker. Okay, so we've dug it all out, or I should say I have. It's all out, uncovered. It's cold looking. So I got help here, so we're going to push the white Pontiac out and we'll push this car in. So stay tuned. It's cold out. Okay, so we got it in the garage. What an ordeal that was. Like I said, it was cold. Car's finally starting to warm up in here. So it's going to need a good cleaning. Like I said, I don't really not exactly know where this video is going to go. It's probably not going to be the longest video. I think next weekend or this coming weekend, I'm going to yank the motor. I'll show you that in a minute. Actually, I'll try to get it running in a few minutes. See if I'll get it to light off for one last time before we pull it. But yeah, I guess I'll talk here for a little bit. I guess in the next video, we'll pull the motor out. Then I'll take it out of storage or put the engine in storage. I've already got another engine. I'll show you guys that in a little bit for the new subscribers and whatnot. Yeah, so like I said, we'll probably yank the engine. I'm going to do a bunch of some of the body work. I'm going to fix a bunch of stuff. Just make it look a little bit more presentable, I guess. And then, actually here, while I'm talking, here's the carpet. That's going to be the, it doesn't fall. But yeah, there's the color. So, don't fall. Like I said, anyway, in the this car, the carpet in here is actually, well, somebody put purple, but it's old and weathered. I did find purple carpet, but it didn't have this backing. So, and the guy I bought this off, he said it wouldn't last. So I'm like, we'll go with blue. We'll change it up. So we'll do that. I've already got material put aside for door panels for templates. So I'm going to make door panel templates, and it's going to be diamond plated. So I got to order that one of these days. So I think I'm going to get, maybe me and Chris will maybe make some door panels in the upcoming future anyway. There's a bit of sketchiness in the floor that was previously done like way before me. So fix some of that. Let's see, what else am I going to do to this? Oh yeah, like I said, I've got a new rad for it, new engine, fancy Ram clutch that I'm going to use. We'll see about exactly what gears in here. I'll probably change that out later on in the springtime. Do some front end work and whatnot, and just make it a fun little easy project. So I think that's what the game plan is. It's going to be for the next little bit on this thing, and then we'll have her done by springtime. Yeah, I might even try to see if I can get some material, and I'll see if Chris is filling up to it, or we'll try, but to try to make a seat kind of deal so it blends in, even get rid of that, and then we'll try to make a seat cover for it. So I think we'll try that later on, but first things first, pull the motor out. I'm going to fix some of the body work that I never finished and whatnot. And I might try to put Pontiac bumpers on it, but with a twist. I've got the original ones that came off this still, so I'm going to maybe try to do something differently with it. So I got an idea. If I screw it up, I screw it up, but not the end of the world. But yeah, really, realistically, not too much. Got some different tires for I'm going to play around with and buy, but we'll see. Other than that, I'm not gonna do too much for it. The main thing is just get the new motor in it and dial it in and whatnot, and get that all up and going. So anyway, I guess I'll throw a battery in this thing and we'll try to get this thing going. Okay guys, I hooked the battery up. That's not the greatest. I don't think it is. I got all my batteries in storage. I got a charger on it. So, not promising, but we'll try to fire it up. Put that somewhere safe. Ah, best carburetor ever. The old Pearlform 750. That was a good carburetor. See, I got a bit of a thermostat leak. That's not a big deal, but yeah. Yeah, this is a good little 327. It was bored 30 over. It dynoed many years ago. A little over 450, somewhere in there. Like I'm talking years ago. Nothing wrong with it. I'm thinking it might go. I'm going to put it in storage when I pull it out. But what I'm thinking is they're probably going to go in that 61 Pontiac. Another, not the white one, but another one that I got that I want to make into a two-door. So I'm thinking that's might be a good candidate for it. So I might go through the block a little bit. Make sure everything's okay, but like I said, it seemed to run fine last year and whatnot, and it's just it's seen a lot of RPM a lot of times, and it's had a pretty hard life, but it seems to run good still, so maybe we might go through it, who knows. Okay, so I got that on. Let's put the key on. Let me see if the fuel pump's working. Fuel pump working. Like I said, I remember last year. Oh yeah, we got fuel. Remember last year the starter was giving me problems, so I think I got. Well, I know I gotta get a new starter, so this one's gonna go in the garbage. Okay, let's see if it's gonna fire up. Like I said, I just want to hear it run one of the last times in this car, anyway. Like I said, if it doesn't start right away, people, I'm not going to bother because I don't want to wreck my ring gear. But I just remember in the fall there when I last drove it, it kind of was giving me some problems. Actually, well, it's always run really good. That's no BSing, no trying to run it before. It's always fired up right away. Like I said, it's been a good little engine. It'll just live in another car. Not a big deal. So I guess in the next video, like I said, mentioned once or twice before, I'll part this out. I'm going to get the guys to give me a hand. We'll get rid of a lot of this wiring, clean it up a lot nicer. Clean up and paint underneath the engine compartment again. Just clean up a lot of the wiring and give it some TLC, make it look like something. Redo the headers, clean that up. I was looking online, so leave in the comment, what do you guys use for a header paint? Because this isn't even that old and it's kind of flaked off, so I'll sandblast it again. Some guys say use, well, I've always used header paint, but a lot of guys say use like barbecue paint, flat paint. They said let it sit, and they've had good success with it. So I'll try that. Maybe, I don't know, leave that in the comments what you guys have used and whatnot. If there's something I'm missing, but I'll sandblast them again before I do that and clean them up and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know, maybe how fast this or how quickly it fired up. But yeah, no, the front end's been rebuilt in this thing before. Actually, I think it might need something in the steering, but it's all had new ball joints and bushings in the control arms and all that stuff. So I don't have to touch it. Originally, I was going to put disc brakes on it, but it stops. The drum brakes work great. Everything's new. So for now, I'm going to probably leave it because also, you know, not made a lot of money here, folks. But it stopped the car, you know, not too bad actually, so it is what it is. But yeah, everything was new, so we'll probably just end up leaving that for now until the bank account allows me to afford a disc brake conversion kit. But yeah, I definitely will do some just going through the brakes and whatnot, but everything seemed to work good before. So I will shut that charger off. Ugh. Boom, boom, boom. Still not, the car's still pretty cold, but at least it fired up though. Well, like I said, we'll go show you. Like I said, I know there's been a few new subscribers and whatnot, and they've been asking about this thing, so I'll go show you the engine and my clutch. I've got a Ram clutch in the house that I splurged. It was pretty good money, so I'm gonna use that. Like I said, it's got a Muncie in it at close ratio of 21, I believe. It's been a long time since I've looked under it, so I would like to get gears. I think I've got like mid to high 3s somewhere in there. I'd like to go in maybe the low 4s. So I'm thinking that I'll do that in the springtime when gotta gain more money. But I want to get the engine in and get that all dialed in, figure out some of the body work, you know, that I never finished off and whatnot. And so, but enough rambling. We'll go outside and then yeah, we'll wrap it up. Like I said, I just wanted to get the car inside. The white Pontiac will be back, but who knows when my wiring hardeness is going to show up, so why not? All right, back in a minute, folks. Sometime. Whoa, whoa. Okay, what's pretty cool about this car is it's got an Impala steering wheel. I thought that was always pretty neat. My good old moon tag, I installed that, but it's pretty cool steering wheel. I believe the seats are out of a mid-60s Impala, so some of the bracing's kind of coming apart, so I'm going to fix that and do it properly. But it's showing its wear. But yeah, no, the interior is going to be pretty much standard. I'm going to put a different gauge panel in there. I'll get rid of the old temperature gauge. It would be nice to get a speaker cover for the dash, but I'm not too concerned about that. But it would be nice to cover that up. The car will never get a headliner. I'll just clean that up the best I can and whatnot. But yeah, we'll give her some tail treatment. Also, what was pretty neat was always on the dash, but it fell off. But I'll put this back in the house here. Timer's Rodorama participant 1968, so that's pretty cool. Should actually glue that on the dash, but yeah, that's pretty neat. So anyway, enough about this. We'll go check out the engine and whatnot, and we'll call it a video. But yeah, I tried a couple little batteries. This one's junk, and that's the other one. So, but I'll take all the fuel system out and clean everything up in here and whatnot, and make it look like something. All right, let's go outside for a bit before we freeze. Okay, I've showed it once or twice or talked about it, maybe even more, who knows. But here's my engine to the new guys. A few guys have asked. It's a 350, board 30 over 355, forged crank and all that good stuff. Fancy big pistons, big cam. The heads have been fully ported, all that stuff. It's been dynoed right around the 480-ish horsepower, so it should be fine. No complaints there. Big difference is it'll have an HEI over the points. Don't get me wrong, I still like points, but it is what it is. So we'll change that over to HEI. I'll probably have to get a water pump and a few other pieces, but that's not a big deal. So yeah, I'm looking forward to making the switch. I know a lot of people have asked about this engine. It's a 327, all forged internals and all that good stuff. I would like to go through it and change the rings though, because it's sat for many years, and go through it. But I would like to get on this maybe this summer. Like I said, everything's slowly come together for it. I do have camshafts and all that stuff, but maybe this summer I'd really like to. It's just money and getting carbs sorted out for that thing. Here's the back tires I will be running. I'm not gonna probably run these rims. It's hard to say. I don't know. I like to just run steel ones, so I'll probably just have my wheels up front there, and then I'll just run steel rims. But I'll run these guys. They're bias plies, but like I said, driving to work with slicks all the time, yeah, not the greatest of ideas. That's for bloody sure. That's for sure. And besides, wear them out just as fast anyway. There's the rad, 4-core rad that I ponied up, so be cool. So it should be nice and cool. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up. My hands are getting cold. So what do we learn from this? Stay warm. Don't work on the cold like idiots like we do. That was cold. I'm not gonna lie. Coldest week of the year, I think it was. But next week's supposed to be warmer, so I think next week pull the motor out and start going through some stuff. And if I have to order some parts, I'll order some parts. But yeah. So as always, guys, thank you very much. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. We yank that motor out, and it's gonna sit somewhere in here, probably further back. All right, catch you guys later. I gotta warm up my hands. They're freezing.